Hello and welcome to this afternoon's beer review, which I am dubbing the Broody Hen Review. Why am I dubbing it your Broody Hen Review? Because we got ourselves a broody hen right here. Here's Nugget, the eldest of the chickens, and she's quite broody right now. She's not eating much, and she's mostly keeping to a nesting box, which is a problem because all the hens use the nesting box, and she's also kind of aggro because as a feral chicken, she has part gamecock blood. So when the other chickens attempt to use the nesting box, she attacks them. Well, the ones that she doesn't like. Some of them she tolerates, the other ones she don't like the big white leghorn, that's for sure. She'll go all fighting chicken mode on her. But anyways, so she's in here with me now because I got tired of her being a brood mama, a mean old brood mama. And you might be wondering why I don't let her, brood eggs. Well, because I have no roosters, so she's basically sitting on infertile eggs. If I don't collect them, that is. I do collect them. Anyways, the beer that we are going to be reviewing today is from Maui Brewing Company, and this is a light lager. Yes, a craft beer light lager. American-style light lager. Now, this is called the High Life. And you can see here, it has the sort of Hawaiian Sovereignty Movement flag. Well, sort of the latter day one that was designed in the 90s. I'm not too big of a fan of it because, I don't know, whenever I look at this Hawaiian Sovereignty Movement flag, it makes me think of Lifesavers wrapper. Whereas, the traditional flag of the Hawaiian Kingdom was actually pretty cool. But again, I'm digressing. It's nearly 2 minutes in and I haven't even cracked the beer yet. So, what is this beer? Well, basically, it's a Citra-hopped American light lager. 4.6 ABV. And why did they make a craft light lager? Well, because light lagers are very popular in Hawaii. And why are light lagers very popular in Hawaii? Because Hawaii is ridiculously hot and humid. Yes, summer has already begun again. And it is a sweaty, sweaty, sweaty day, as you can see from me here. I'm all shiny and whatnot. And that's partially because I have a light on. And, trash doves. Gotta go and take care of this. Be right back. I have to go and pull in the food every time the doves come out, because otherwise a host of about 30 or something doves comes and descends and eats all my chicken's food. Go ahead and eat, Nugget, if you want. Go ahead and eat if you want. Anyways, let's get around to this beer at long last, huh? Been yammering on for like 3 minutes already. I'm sure some of you have already tuned out. Okay. Pouring this into a Pilsner glass. And maybe poured it a little bit too quick. Okay, just going to turn the light off so you can see the head a little bit better here. Okay, so a very nicely carbonated golden yellow with a fizzy to, actually a frothy to, frothy white head. It's pretty resistant. So, very well carbonated. Sort of a light golden yellow. Not too pale though. Very redolent of Citra hops. Sort of tropical grapefruit. And hints of dank. Get the rest of this out here. Very well carbonated. Very light, as you'd expect, as a light lager. Crisp carbonation bite up front. actually pretty hard to suss out. Not because it's complicated. Finish is nicely clean. Just a whisper of lingering dryness on the finish. Not too much residual bitterness. Front after that carbonation bite is a very subtle citric hoppiness, and oh my god, get out, out. She just took a massive shit on the floor there. Okay. I'm going to have to wrap this up quickly. Crackery to bready malts in the mids. Just very slight. Overall, nicely refreshing. There is a stronger sense of bitterness, stronger bitterness in the front to mids, but it finishes clean and dry. Almost no residual resiny hop bitterness on the finish. All in all, not very, not a huge amount of dimensionality there. But this is a great light lager for these days, which are hot and humid. And if I went and showed you the camera, I would get the sky, but it's actually very overcast right now. It's just a sort of heat overcastness, white sky that is just, you know what I mean? So, if you really want to introduce someone to craft beers who is from Hawaii, this would definitely be the way to go. Why? Because it's basically your average light lager, only with New World hopping and slightly more hopping than your average light lager. And, it's a great introduction to these sort of hop tastes that predominate a lot of craft beers, only not done in such an overwhelming way to turn off newbies to craft beer. This is by no means hop water. It is just a New World hop, Citra hop, slightly more hoppy than average light lager, and finishes clean, and it comes across as a great light lager. So would I get this on my own? No, because I don't really care for light lagers. I'd like a little bit more presence, but this is a very well executed light lager, and it's actually very difficult to do a light lager. Why? Because being so light-bodied, having so little, oomph there's not much to go and cover up if there is a flaw. And this is pretty darn good. The only thing I could say is maybe there's just a little bit too much residual graininess, residual malt presence, but that's 100% fine. That's not a flaw. That's just something, maybe somebody who was super obsessed with their beer being absolutely clean and flavorless would find that offensive. Myself, I don't. Yeah, so kind of a lot to talk about there, though I kind of did fill in a little bit of the space with talking too much about my chickens, as well as a couple of chicken-based interruptions. So, that's your beer review for tonight, folks. I'm going to go and run across the street and pick myself up some New York-style pizza after I'm done cleaning up this chicken-based mess here. Yeah, I clean up a lot of chicken-based messes. My life is a big chicken-based mess. So, Give this a shot if you go and see it. You might be surprised. I've actually, you know, some people were like, I was talking to one of the people at work I found is a big fan of craft beer, and he was kind of like poo-pooing it, and I said, you know what, I was ready to poo-poo this too, but I actually found it kind of good. You should definitely give it a try, and if you're into lighter beers, lighter craft beers, definitely give this a shot. Use it to go and introduce people to craft beer. And that's a beer review. Cheers.